Hey guys, I hope everybody is doing great. Welcome to my series Step by Step Guide to Physical Transformation. You are watching the one and only Greek God, and now in this series we are going to talk about transforming your body, the do's, the do nots, and the hows. So this is episode 2, and in episode 1 we talked about setting a goal and tracking your measurements. That helps you assess where you are. Here's a quick recap of what we have seen in episode 1. Now, say that you have a goal. First, where would you start with that? If I were you, I would start with assessing where I am right now. I'll walk you through the step-by-step process using my screen here. All you need is just a basic Excel sheet. These are the basic attributes that I'm measuring right now, and this is today's date. You then have your goal. I want it to have a specific date associated with that. I broke the timeline down into trackable dates. I got 2 weeks and another 2 weeks here. So this 1 month, I'm gonna see if my body is reacting the way that I want it to react. And if it is not, then I'm gonna change my workouts or I'm gonna change my nutrition. Put down your goal, break it down into pieces, and put some sort of measurement criteria for you to track if you are really getting there or if you're not. I hope that was helpful for you to recollect what we have seen in episode 1. Now, if you are someone who is first time seeing this video, I would highly encourage you to pause this, go back and watch the episode 1. The link is here in the description below. Watch that first before you come to episode 2. Now, if you also do not remember what you have seen in episode 1, I encourage you to go back and take a look at that and come back to episode 2. Now, what are we talking about in episode 2? I actually wanted to talk about what to eat and when to eat, how to put down your own nutrition plan. But I got some questions regarding my episode 1 that I thought I should be answering via another episode, because most of the people hesitate to ask questions, but questions are really good. Now, what were those questions? People were asking, sending some transformation stories of actors and celebrities and asking me if they could do something similar, like accomplishing a body within like 6 months, where the guy is really skinny or where the guy is really fat. Now, I do not want to disappoint you guys or demotivate you. I just want to be real. So whenever a celebrity is training, he has a lot of resources. Like, he can afford a personal trainer, and he can afford a physiotherapist, and he also have a dedicated dietitian. Now, my question to you is, do you have all those? So when you have all those, what happens is they are there to correct you then and there. They are there to help you fix your body whenever you have some sort of injuries, minor injuries, right? But for me, I personally had to learn from my mistakes during my journey. So when I'm trying to learn from my mistakes, it obviously took time for me, and I hope it's the same case with you as well. So I want you to think about it. Think about the resources you have. Think about the resources you could afford. Guys, I'm not demotivating you. I'm just asking you to think real. So considering all these factors, set yourself a realistic goal. Now, remember, another thing is, these actors, to get those awesome bodies, they consume almost 5,000 to 6,000 calories a day. And they can, because that's their full-time job. But you and me having these 9 to 5 jobs, can we really eat that sort of healthy food for 6,000 calories in a day? Think about it, right? And number 2, the previous do not is basically the biggest do not. I want you to imprint that in your heads. I want you to have the do not in red, bold, underline it, and have in quotations if you want it. So keep that in mind. And number 2, do not also compare with your neighbors, with the guy working next to you, because on this planet, every human being is just unique. You have your own genetic disposition, and you also have your own metabolism rate. Based upon these numbers, the duration that you take to add muscle or add mass or cut down the weight would usually take time. So I want you to be cognizant of these 2 facts. And want you not to be disappointed during your journey. These are the key do nots, guys. And now let's talk about a do. Exaggerate your timeline. Remember, I'm not asking you to fake your timeline. I'm asking you to exaggerate your timeline. Now, what I mean by that is, I personally, for myself, I had set almost 3 months for bulking and 3 months for shredding. But I don't usually need that because I have been working out since quite some time now. I know my metabolism rates. It usually takes 2 months for me to bulk and 2 months for me to shred. And I also know the techniques and form of working out, so it doesn't really take a lot of time for me. But I still gave me 3 months. Why? Because if I could accomplish this in 2 months, I'm gonna be super happy. That's a sadistic happiness, I know, but if I could accomplish something within 2 months, which I had 3 months to accomplish, I'm gonna be more excited. I'm gonna be pumped up for my next goal. Oh, what's next? Oh, shredding. Oh, 3 more months. Look at this. I'm gonna do this in 2 months and show this Excel sheet that I'm the boss here. I want you to have the same mindset. For you to get into that mindset, or for you to get that sort of same feeling, I also encourage you to do the same that I'm doing. Take another example, guys. You have these maps. If the maps, you had set a destination from A to B, it is showing you like it takes 20 minutes. But I'm not encouraging you to do this, but most of the people do it. They try to beat the maps by a minute or two and be having that pride face like, look at this. Who's the boss now? The same feeling. If you have a goal, if you could do that in a shorter time than you actually set for yourself, you're gonna be more enthusiastic and you want to be doing more and more and more. That exactly is what I'm expecting for you. The goal here with all these two do nots and one do is to avoid disappointment during your journey, during your fitness journey. So the most of the guys who actually quit are the guys who get disappointed, and that disappointment comes because of an unrealistic goal. So I want you to be cognizant of all these do's and do nots and set yourself a realistic goal that you could crush and have the pride of crushing it and the joy of crushing it and are super excited for your next goal. So guys, think about it. Go ahead, set your goal, crush it, and do let me know if you did crush it. And if you find all these tips really helpful, please go ahead, hit the like and do subscribe to the channel and also hit the bell icon. If you have friends who had unrealistic goals, please do share this video with them. They do need this, right? Good luck, guys.